Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Thursday, December the 26th. It's the day after Christmas. I hope you guys all had a good Christmas. We've got a 9-game slate for Thursday today. I've got some early player props I do like for this slate. I'm actually making this video on Christmas. I'm doing this the night before, so I'm recording this Wednesday night. Wanted to give you guys a couple plays I did like for this slate. I got 3 plays to share. We're going to break these down, talk about them, break them down and discuss why I like these plays. So before we do get started, guys, make sure that you hit that like button down below. If you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, and if you don't have a Prizepicks account, be sure to sign up. Use promo code NOAH when you do. When you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So make sure to check out Prizepicks if you guys have not yet. And I do also want to shout out Sleeper. We do have a partnership with Sleeper as well. You guys can sign up for Sleeper. Use promo code NOAH over there. Place your first lineup. You'll get $55 worth of free lineup. So this is a new promo Sleeper's doing. Play 5, get 55. You put in your first lineup. You'll instantly get $55 worth of free lineups on Sleeper when you sign up, make a deposit, and use promo code NOAH. So if you ever have wanted to try out Sleeper, I think now's a good time. You don't have to put in a lot of money. You can deposit the minimum, which is $25 on Sleeper. Play that $5 lineup, get those $55 worth of free lineups, and then try and build somewhat of a bankroll up off of those free lineups. So go check out Sleeper, guys, and again, make sure to sign up with promo code NOAH so you do get access to that new user offer that they're running now. But yeah, we got three plays to talk about for this 9-game slate on Thursday. Now, since I am recording this video the night before, typically we don't have all the props up the night before. Right now we have props up for 5 of the 9 games. I was still able to find 3 early plays that I did like, so we're going to discuss these and break them down, guys. Again, hope you guys all had a good Christmas, enjoyed the festivities, the Christmas Day games, and hopefully you were able to make some money too if you did did some props on the Christmas Day slate. We'll see how the Christmas Day slate treats us. We gave out 2 picks. One of them's already hit, which was Steph Curry over 25.5 points. The other prop that we're sweating right now is Nurkic under 10 rebounds. I think it's the end of the third quarter. Last time I checked, Nurkic had 9 rebounds. So that one's going to be looking a little bit sweaty. We're going to need Nurkic to stay off the glass in the fourth quarter to hit that prop. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the plays I like for Thursday. So first prop I'm liking for tonight is going to be a PRA prop, and we're going to look at Bam Adebayo for 34.5 PRA, and I like the under here, so less than 34.5 PRA for Bam Adebayo. So Bam Adebayo does benefit tonight with Jimmy Butler doubtful. Jimmy Butler not expected to play, so we can probably assume Bam's going to have a bigger role here, going to pick up a little bit more usage, maybe take a few extra shots than what he normally would. But this is a really, really tough matchup versus Orlando. Orlando has been a very tough matchup all season. They're one of the best defensive teams in the league. So far this season, Orlando has the 3rd best defensive rating in the league. Orlando also plays at a really slow pace. They're 25th in pace this season. And the Heat are also a very slow-paced team. The Heat rank 27th in pace. So I think this is a game that's going to be very slow-paced, lower scoring. Just not a great spot here for Bam. Now, even though Jimmy is out and Bam might pick up a little bit of a bigger role, we have seen Bam play I believe 7 games this season without Jimmy Butler. He has gone under this PRA line in 4 out of those 7 games. In the games he went under, he had 48 PRA versus the Pacers, which was a great matchup. He had 37 in his last game against Brooklyn, which was another pretty good matchup. And then he had 35 versus the Pistons in a game where he played 44 minutes. I think that game might have went to overtime. But then he played 40 minutes against the Pacers, went under, had 34 PRA. Went under against the Magic, had 29 PRA. This game against the Magic was without Jimmy Butler, and he had 29 PRA. He had 28 PRA against Boston, and he had 23 against Minnesota. So even with Jimmy out, Bam has still gone under this PRA line in 4 out of 7 games this season. And 2 of the games he went under, or 2 of the games he went over, he barely went over. One of them was against Detroit. He played 44 minutes. The other one was against Brooklyn. Those were also really good matchups. This is probably one of the tougher matchups that Bam will get. I mean, you look at Orlando this season. They're giving up their bottom 10 in points allowed to centers. Their second fewest rebounds to centers. They're giving up the fewest assists to centers. It's a really tough matchup. Goga Bitadze has been great defensively for Orlando this year, and I think overall it's going to be a tough spot for Bam to really just get much scoring. Rebounding wise, I mean, Orlando's done a good job keeping centers off the glass. Orlando's not really giving up much assists to centers. There's just a lot working against Bam here. Orlando's also a team that doesn't give up a lot of points in the paint, and when Bam is going off and when he's playing really well, it's usually because he's dominating on the glass and he's getting a lot of putbacks. He's scoring in the paint. Orlando doesn't give up any of that. Orlando rebounds really well. They don't give up a lot of points in the paint. Second fewest this season. So many things working against Bam here. I like the under on 34.5 PRA. And DraftKings Sportsbook actually has Bam's PRA line set at 32.5. So I think Prizepicks' line of 34.5 is definitely a bit inflated here. I like the under on that. Now, next prop we're going to take a look at is going to be a prop on Ben Simmons. And I like Ben Simmons for more than 7.5 assists. So we took a prop on Ben Simmons a few days ago. It was his over 7 assists. I think it was the game against Toronto. He finished with 7 assists. You look at his other last 5 games, though, he has 8, 8, 10, and then 9. Really want to highlight these last 4 games because these last 4 games have been without Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder got traded to the Warriors, obviously no longer on the team. So without Dennis Schroeder, we can expect Ben Simmons to have a pretty big ball handling role. He's been starting at point guard lately. And over their last 4 games without Schroeder, Ben Simmons has had 17 potential assists. So he's been doing a lot of facilitating. He's averaging 8.5 assists over that 4-game stretch. And another thing that I like to see is that Ben Simmons' minutes have increased lately. So Ben Simmons has been on a minutes restriction pretty much the entire season. He's really just kind of been kept around 24, 25 minutes. But over his last 4 games, 31 minutes, 32 minutes, 29 minutes, and 30 minutes. So we've got some minutes upside on Ben Simmons here if this game is competitive. I think it's a really good matchup as well against Milwaukee. Milwaukee's been a pretty good matchup for guards this season. They've been giving up a lot of points to guards. Now, obviously, at this point, like Ben Simmons is not known for scoring. But even in terms of assists, like he should be able to get some assists in the spot against Milwaukee. Milwaukee also could be without Damian Lillard and or Giannis today. Both Giannis and Damian Lillard are questionable. So obviously if those guys get ruled out, Milwaukee's defense is probably going to get a lot worse. It makes it a lot more likely this game's competitive if Giannis and or Dame isn't out. So I really like this over on Ben Simmons, 7.5 assists. He's just had a really, really big ball handling role lately. A lot of potential assists, and that's really what we want to count on. I mean, if you're going to take a guy for 7.5 assists, if you're going to take him for over 7.5 assists, you want to see him having close to 20 potentials. And Ben Simmons has had 17 potentials over his last 4 games without Dennis Schroeder. So I do like that as our second prop for Thursday. Ben Simmons more than 7.5 assists. And then the third and final prop that I like is going to be on Anthony Simons. And we're going to take Anthony Simons for more than 26.5 PRA. Really like this matchup for Anthony Simons going up against the Jazz. The Jazz have been a very good matchup for guards this season. Last season, they were a very good matchup for guards. You look at where the Jazz ranked this season in terms of like points allowed to guards. In terms of points allowed to point guards, 3rd most points allowed to point guards, 5th most points allowed to shooting guards. And then obviously, rebounds, assists, they'll give up some of that too because Utah's just not a good defensive team. I mean, they're giving up the 2nd most assists to point guards. Utah's a team that you can score on easily. Utah, in terms of defensive rating this year, worst defensive rating in the league. So this is a really good spot for these Portland guys. Portland, not a team that I ever feel confident taking overs on because Portland's a really bad team. They can get blown out a lot. But this is a spot playing at home against a bad Jazz team where you would expect Portland to be able to keep this game close. I mean, right now, Portland's actually favored by 3.5 here. So we should be able to see Anthony Simons play full minutes. His minutes can be fragile at times, but that's mainly just due to blowouts. Like in competitive games, Anthony Simons plays like 36 minutes. Last game against Dallas was a blowout. They lost by 24, so he only played 29 minutes. The game against San Antonio, they lost by 20. He played 33 minutes. But against Denver, close game, 35 minutes. Against Phoenix, close game, 37 minutes. San Antonio, close game, 37 minutes. So he's got big minutes upside in competitive games. This game against Utah has a 3.5-point spread. Should be competitive here. Love the matchup. Utah's been so giving to guards this year. They've been one of the worst defensive teams in the league. This line on Anthony Simons at 26.5 PRA I definitely think is a bit too low in this spot. On DraftKings Sportsbook, they actually have his line set at 27.5, and it's slightly juiced towards the over. So I think we're getting a little bit of a lower line on Prizepicks here. I do like that as our third and final prop for tonight. Anthony Simons more than 26.5 PRA. So we got 3 early plays, guys, for the 9-game slate, technically 5 games right now because you can see there's not. Well, they added a couple games to the board, but yeah, we don't have all the props up right now. Still wanted to give you guys some plays I did like from what's available the night before when I'm recording this video. As always, I do give out more Prizepicks plays every day over on Patreon. So if you do want to check that out, that's linked down below in the description. Check out the Patreon if you are interested. But good luck as always, guys. Thanks for watching the video, supporting the Prizepicks content. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not yet. Hit that subscribe button as well. And go sign up for Prizepicks. Use that promo code NOAH when you sign up. Place your first lineup. Get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account over on Prizepicks when you sign up and use code NOAH. But good luck, guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.